So this is the fast break scramble. And really you can set it up in a variety of ways. It doesn't matter how you, we like to, when we started out, we like to just put 3 attackers across here, okay, across this line, and then 3 at the 30 just so they can start to build it. But we like to get wacky with it, sometimes put 3 lines over here. Oh, these should be middies. I'm sorry. These are our middies up top over here. Right? And you can even change up where you put the middies and the attackers. So basically, shapes teaches you the basic building blocks, right? The 1-minute drill gets you more reps in identifying the 2v1. This we try to put in so it makes it more game realistic. And we have attacker, defender, attacker, defender, attacker, defender, and then midi, defender, midi, defender, midi, defender. And whatever line we roll the ground ball to, so we set up cones at each one. Our field has got, we're on a football field, so there's plenty of lines that are like 5 yards away. But basically what you do is you just put a cone here and then a cone about 5 yards away, and each one of these spots and then you get my gist for up there. So then whatever line you roll the ball to, you roll the ball to one of the attackers. The attacker picks it up. And as soon as the attacker picks up the ball, this defender goes back and touches this cone, and it starts our transition defense, okay? And starts our transition attack. So in the scramble that we did today, we had 6 players in, trying to make it getting closer to more game realistic. And the only difference between having 6 in and having 5 is instead of a box, we just add 1 more to the top of the point. But the nice thing about the scramble is the scramble allows you to provide transition, attack, and defense in a variety of ways and making sure they're still building the same formation. So if the ball rolls out to this midi, right, and this midi's pushing that fast break, these attackers need to start building the foundation for the dice, right? So this attacker's going to come fill this spot with this defender. This attacker's going to get low, and it forces them to talk. I got low, I got low. This attacker is either going to build this top of the box or come in and fill the middle and let those other 2 trail middies come in. The biggest thing is you want to try to reinforce your shapes concept within this and just be creative. Like sometimes we like to put an attacker behind cage. Sometimes we like to put all 3 groups in the same spot. But basically what you do is get them to understand the basic shapes and then force them to build those shapes from an unsettled situation. It's going to look bad at first, but the more you do unsettled stuff, because it's one thing to do a 3v2 and a 4v3 and to understand from a drill. But teams don't let us line up at the 30 and just run drills. So the scramble is just a reinforcement of all the concepts. And if you want, you can start out with 2 middies, 2 lines of middies, and then 3 lines of attack, so you're building that same dice ever. I mean, truthfully, in a lacrosse game, we don't see a ton of 5-on-6 or 6-on-5, right? If we do, it's usually from a caused turnover, but once we get into 6-on-5, we start running our man-up offense and run plays. So we mostly just build for the 5v4. But shapes, the scramble allows you just to rotate players and have them come in from a variety of different ways.